Hello everyone, today we have new video review with Meng kit, and first, as usual, let me invite you to check video review with another Meng kit which you can find here. And of course, don't forget to visit our website where you can find detailed review of this kit with photos and text in English and Russian. So this is let's say the latest kit from Chinese company Meng. It's modded in 35 scale and it copies Russian main battle tank T-72B3. And of course it features typical, let's say, functions as in other Meng kits, like workable tracks, workable suspension. Also there are PE parts included, but the engine is sold separately, so you won't be able to build tank with open, let's say, engine bay out of the box. And that's quite a shame, especially when compared with T-90 kit from the same manufacturer, which features engine and can be displayed with open engine bay. As you can see, box is not that big. Here you can see comparison with my hand size. It's slightly beaten because it was delivered to me by post, so you can see that it's slightly bent and smashed from some sides, but nothing serious. Everything inside is intact. Here we have one of the marking options. It's biathlon championship, which is usually takes place in Russia during summer. And here we have another one, overall green. This is Western Military District, Russia, 2014. So let's open this box. As you can see, it's top opening box, nothing special, I would say. And here we have tightly packed plastic sprues. So let's check them one by one and we will see what features are included into this kit. So first we start from this large plastic sprue. It's molded out of dark green plastic, like all Russian kits from Meng. And now I'm trying to cut through the plastic bag, because all plastic bags in Meng are always sealed. That's not a nice solution, let's say, especially for modelers who would like to reuse these bags. So here we have first plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to various fenders parts, also special self-entrenching device, and some other external panels. As you can see, molding quality is quite nice, thin attachment points, everything is typical for Meng, and I have no complaints here. And inside, as you can see, there is nothing special. Next we have another plastic sprue with more of the external parts. By the way, almost all parts will be external because this kit does not feature any internal detailing, as you remember. Nevertheless, for example, here we have hatches, and they have special internal detailing so that you can expose vehicle with open hatches and they won't look just plain panels on the plastic kit. And that's quite nice, attention to small details, let's say. Here we have also some minor features for internal detailing. And what I wanted to show you, those idlers, which should be assembled out of two parts, and they look quite nice. I mean, more or less realistic. Also, take a look on those small parts, which are carefully molded out of plastic, and look impressive. Next we have plastic bag with several plastic sprues. Those are dedicated to suspension parts, what means wheels, road wheels, and torsion bars, which should ensure workable suspension on your kit. Here is one sprue. I don't think there is point to show you each sprue because they're absolutely similar. So each wheel should be assembled out of two parts. And here we have torsion bars for each side. Of course, their alignment will be adjusted with help of special rig, which you will see further in the video review. And of course you can check its photo in our review article. Here is another plastic sprue. Again, I need a second to open it. Right now I can see that main barrel will be assembled out of two halves, and that's shame for Meng. I mean, shame on Meng, because Seriously, it's 2016 and we still have two-piece main barrel. It's really ridiculous. Even though there are positioning pins inside. Here you can see those parts, here you can see mounted cover, which is also two-piece assembly, and here you can see some external parts. I mean, I don't understand other reviewers who are, let's say, pricing Meng for detailing. Yes, detailing is very nice, but still we get really old design solutions like in 90s kits. I mean, look on other kits which are releasing at this time, and some of them, they feature even plastic parts molded together with metal barrels, not just one-piece barrel. And that's why it's even more ridiculous to see two-piece barrel being included into the modern plastic kit. So here we have another plastic sprue. There are two of those. Obviously here parts copy different suspension parts, different parts for the external detailing and for lower part of the hull. Molding quality is approximately on the same level, so you won't find flash or any other possible problem. Next we have plastic sprue with side skirts. These are designed as large one-piece panels. Here you can see them. And note that they have nice, let's say, rubber imitated surface. So they are not plain, they are slightly bent in order to show that they are, let's say, flexible. It's a nice touch in the design of this kit. Next we have some parts for the turret external armor, as far as I can guess, and also this should be a glacis plate, which is molded as separate part as usual in Meng kits. Just give me a second to open plastic bag, and here we are. So those are armor panels, as I said, external armor. Here we have, I guess this is a glacis plate, but you will see it in the assembly manual. Here we have lower part of the turret, and as you can see it has special tabs which should ensure that it stays in place when installed on the vehicle. Here we have slightly smaller plastic sprue. This one carries hull parts and some external parts, and I will show you in a moment. Here it is. Note that this panel should be attached in the front top segment of the hull, and here we have separate hatches, special throughout place for the periscope, so you can place all those elements on your model. Next we have separate plastic sprue for fuel drums. Those should be assembled out of several parts each, and here they are. Very nice molding quality again, and I think they should look good after some careful weathering applied on them. Next we have another plastic sprue. This one is more concerned with turret, because here we have different hatches and also commander's place, as well as commander's armor shield, which is replicated as a one-piece part. Here it is. And as you can see, it features copying of the fabric surface, so there are no separate elements like rubber-like elements. It's just a plastic part which is pre-designed, and you won't have to fiddle with some separate elements, unnecessary design like in other kits. Okay, next we have hull parts. Those are large panels, and they are packed into the separate plastic bag. Nevertheless, here we have not only hull parts, but also broken plastic. I'm joking. Of course, here we have top hull part, which is molded together with side fenders, also with engine bay meshes. You will have to remove the tabs, of course, and you will have to add the panels for the glacis plate for the top hull cover. Inside we have detailing for side skirts, but nevertheless there is no interior detailing, of course, because as I said, there is no interior detailing in whole kit. Next we have polycaps. This obviously will be used for wheels. This transparent thing should be used for torsion bars alignment, and that's quite nice solution. I mean, because otherwise you will have to waste your time trying to align those separate suspension arms. Here we have one piece machine gun. It looks fine, and I think with careful painting you will get a beautiful result. And here we have excellent lower hull part, which features really impressive detailing of the lower hull part. Of course you will have to add some suspension elements. Inside there is also some detailing, but it won't be visible, of course. Next we have turret part, which is packed into separate plastic bag. So just give me a second to open it. Here it is. As you can see, there are a lot of special spots for external elements. You will have to install them separately, and overall it looks quite nice. Of course you will be able to open all hatches on this turret, so no worries. If you have a figurines, you can install them on your tank. Next we have this plastic bag with black sprues. Obviously those sprues will be used for tracks. As I said, this kit features workable tracks, and you will have to waste a bit of your time. I mean, let's admit it, you still have to waste a bit of your time in order to assemble those tracks. Here is plastic sprue with track rings. You can note these pads and some other elements which are present here. Then we have small pins, which are actually vinyl parts, by the way. As you can see, they're easily bendable. At least this material feels like vinyl. And the special jig for assembly, so no, you won't be wasting time. I was joking. Because Meng is usually supplying those special jigs with their kits, and you just insert all necessary parts into the pre-designated spaces or spots, and then you are done. And then after gluing them, you're done. Next we have more of small plastic sprues. Here we have first transparent sprue, which is also wrapped in special film so it won't be scratched. And that's quite important because it's packed together with this vinyl, let's say, thread. This is a mounted cover, so no, you won't have two-piece mounted cover at least. And this one I'm not sure what it will be used for, but it will be used in this kit, of course. I mean, I don't remember that in Meng kit we have some extra parts left. That's why Meng is so famous, that you get only that's what you need. And here we have separate plastic sprue with drive sprockets. Obviously drive sprockets should be assembled out of several parts, and they look beautiful. Attachment points are done in such way so that you won't damage those teeth, and you can carefully separate parts of the sprue. Next we have separate plastic bag with decals and PE threads, so just give me a second. And straight away you saw a special template for wheels painting, because who likes to waste time while painting these rubber tires on the wheels, huh? So that's why Meng includes this small PE template, which should come handy. As you can see, it's packed together with cardboard, so it won't be bent, it won't be broken. Here we have another PE thread which is dedicated to meshes, to engine bay meshes. This look also nice, and of course they're unpainted, as you can see. And the decal sheet is printed in cartograph and contains all necessary symbols for several marking options. Just give me a second. Here it is. Excellent printing quality, and I hope application will be easy as well. And there is also textile rope, which should be used for the towing cable as far as I can guess. On the bottom of the box we find assembly manual. Assembly manual is finished in form of this nice brochure. Just give me a second, I will zoom out. This is a typical Meng brochure. So we can expect history note on the first pages. Then we have some safety and assembly advices, and assembly starts. As you can see, in total you will have to complete, just give me a second, it's already more than 30 steps. So actually 36 steps, and then you're done with your T-72. Here we have parts map, here we have marking guide for several marking options. So we have 1, 2, 3, then we have 4, 5, and the color chart in Meng or AK numbers, paint numbers. This one marking option is quite interesting. It should be actually red, and there are also some other versions of this biathlon competition tank. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, Meng kit is quite nice despite some few flaws which we saw during the review. Of course, I will invite you to check full review article on our website. Don't forget to leave your opinion in the comment section below, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye!